I think my light off does.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ken Doug. Welcome back to the next video. Today we're doing divisional round picks video with Bodee Bates. Hi, Bodee.
Hey Ken Dog, thanks for having me on once again. Really love coming in.
This week we'll have Lion Fan Express this week, but I have his picks. But before we start our picks, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. On my way to 600, and also subscribe to Bodee channel. I'll put in the description below. Right, Bodee?
Yes, sir. Should work.
Let's do first game at 4:30 Saturday. The Houston Texans head to Baltimore, play the Ravens. This should be a great game, Bodee. You should start.
Thanks, Ken Dog. It should be a good game. Houston. C.J. Stroud had a beautiful opening game to his playoff career in Houston, really turning around that franchise. They're still a young team, though, and I think Baltimore, the most complete team outside of Buffalo, heading into this divisional round, because Buffalo, we'll get to them here in a minute. But you think about this, Baltimore and Buffalo are the two most complete teams, in my opinion, in the AFC. I think Baltimore is going to win on Saturday, though. They have the best team, obviously, by record. I think they have more talent. I think they're more playing together, and John Harbaugh has that team playing together, especially Mike McDonald, their defensive coordinator.
And Austin picked Ravens over Texans. And my pick is, I'm hearing what's his face is coming back this week. Mark Andrews will be coming back this week. I'm hearing they'll be getting some reinforcements in. They're getting a lot of reinforcements after their bye week, and also I'm pretty sure most of their team did not play on that Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago versus the Pittsburgh, right?
What was that? Could you repeat that again? I was reading something.
None of the starters were playing against Pittsburgh last time they played.
Yep, I believe that was correct. I just turned my light off because I had a glare behind me. If I sat like this, there would be a glare from my light. So I just turned my light off. I have a light on my camera, so you can kind of see me. So it works a little bit.
Okay, and I'll pick the Baltimore Ravens over Texans. I think it's going to be a close game, 34-31. It's going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a field goal game. Okay. I'm excited for this game, 4:30. I might not be going to hockey game because this should be a better game to watch than probably watching Northern lose St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a good team this year, if you want to know.
I may come watch you and tell my dad, hey, instead of going to hockey, let's just go watch football.
I think St. Thomas is better.
Yeah, but hopefully Northern can turn it around soon. But let's get back into that NFL, man. It's a picks video.
Sir. Yes, sir. Now I have the best game of the week. The Green Bay Packers head to the San Francisco play the 49ers, and I have the Green Bay Packers winning huge, just like last week versus the Cowboys.
The Packers are coming off a big win, but you know what big wins do? They bring the team down. The team gets in their head. They get airheaded. Take Michigan or take TCU in the college football playoff last year. They beat Michigan, and then they got blew out by Georgia. I think Green Bay is going to come into this game. They're not going to get outscored 65-3 or something like that. But I still think that San Francisco is a much better team. They dominated Dallas. They dominated Philadelphia. Yeah, they're not the most complete team, but you know what? I'm still going to go with San Francisco over Green Bay. And I think they're going to win by 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Okay. But last time, will we see the Brock Purdy on Christmas Day? Or will we see Brock Purdy
San Francisco or against Philadelphia and Dallas in New York?
Will we see that Brock Purdy?
I think that's. I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's lost 5 games in his career, I think. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong. Yeah, he's a game manager. He's Jimmy G with a better deep ball, but I still like Brock Purdy. My cousin went to Iowa State, so I have a little bit of an affinity towards the Cyclones. So give me Brock Purdy and those Niners winning.
And Austin has also San Francisco winning, but by a close game. It's going to be a close game against the Packers. And
also,
I have my Packers winning because I think I just can't pick over San Francisco.
okay.
You expect that?
That's fair.
Now
That's
we
like
have
the next game. That's like this next game coming right up. It's the Detroit Lions, second straight playoff game in this stadium right behind me, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a rematch this time in Motown. The last time the Lions played in the playoffs, it was absolutely electric. Had over 110 decibels at the highest average in Ford Field. The noise in that stadium was just incredible, especially with that dome over top, man. I'm taking these Detroit Lions, baby, all the way to the NFC Championship game.
Okay. But not Brock Purdy. Baker Mayfield played a really good game versus the Eagles. One of the best games I have seen by Baker since he played against the Packers this past year. But I don't want to talk about that today.
Yeah, but who was the Philadelphia Eagles defensive coordinator, if I may ask?
I don't know.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, Matt Patricia is not bad of a head coach.
Dude, he did not win. I don't think he won more than 20 games with the Lions as a head coach.
Okay.
And did you see the New England Patriots offense last year? They were atrocious last year with him.
They're atrocious this year. What's different?
That's true, but then again, Mac Jones, and I don't know. But I still think that the Lions go into this game, and I still think they win. Last time they played them, they won 20-6. You and I watched it at B-dubs. I mean...
Yeah, I remember that game. I still have vivid memories of all those Lions fans. I'm sorry, I had to.
Hey, you know what, man? Ford Field's going to be rocking next Sunday at 3.
Okay. I think I will pick the... This is a hard one. Do I want to pick the
division rival Lions, or do you want to pick... Well, who did you pick on your bracket, though? On your main bracket?
I never did a bracket.
You never did a bracket?
No, but I'm still 6-0. Oh, I am picking. I kind of have to, but I think there's a better team right now. I just can't pick the Lions, but they're looking good. But they almost lost to the Rams last week by the refs.
No, that was not by the refs. That was by Sean McVay being a dumb. I almost said dumb, but he was being a dumb, and he punted with 3 minutes left back to the Lions, and the Lions ran out that clock. I think the biggest key of this game is going to be that offensive line up front of Detroit pushing and pounding on the Tampa Bay defensive line. Yeah, Tampa is one of the better run-stuffing teams. They stuffed our run. But did you see what Amon-Ra St. Brown did to him last time in Tampa? Imagine what they're going to do in Detroit with that electric home crowd.
But a home crowd sometimes doesn't help a lot.
Yeah, but Aiden Hutchinson did get 2 sacks of Matthew Stafford and hit him a bunch.
Okay. I am picking the Detroit Lions.
That hurts for you to say.
I know. I was about to pick Tampa Bay, but I just can't pick over the Lions right now. Maybe next week.
Depending on what happens this week. But I have good confidence in the Lions winning this game. You know, they look like the second best team in the NFC behind the San Francisco 49ers, but the Niners haven't played a playoff game. They look
True,
like
true.
the second best team in the wild card round, behind the
The Packers.
the Packers. They looked good. I mean, yeah, the Texans played a Browns team with a really good defense, but it was the Browns. I mean, the Browns just got absolutely demolished in that game. And the Lions went out there. They played a good Rams team led by their former quarterback. All of those storylines heading in, and they didn't get distracted. They did what they had to do. That game looked like it was going to be an offensive shootout. But the Lions, they stayed in it. They stayed in their mindset that we are the better team. They're biting off kneecaps, and they're doing it the way they're supposed to do. I'm taking the Lions still, man.
And we know what Austin Lions fans' wrestle pick is the Detroit
The
Lions
Lions.
as well. Let's
Yeah,
go
there's
to
a really
the night
final game of the weekend. The final game of the night.
Technically, it's a night game, but it's a 6:00 game.
Yep.
Where
It
the
is
Kansas
Buffalo.
City Chiefs head to Buffalo, play the Bills.
And this is going to be colder for the Chiefs because there's going to be the wind chill from Buffalo, from Lake Erie and Niagara Falls down the road. I personally, Ken Dog, Buffalo has the home field advantage this time around. Yeah, they played in 2020. The Bills went into Kansas City and won off of Kadarius Toney doing Kadarius Toney things. But I still think the Bills are going to win this game. Travis Kelce has not looked good. Rashee Rice has been the best receiver. They don't have Kadarius Toney this time. I think the Bills go into this game and win.
And also, the temperature should be 60 degrees warmer
Then when?
than last week versus Miami Dolphins.
16 degrees warmer, you
60.
said? 60. Yep.
It's going to be like 24 on Sunday in Buffalo.
Yep. I still think Buffalo is going to win. You know, if you consider snow coming in, the Chiefs, I don't think are built for that. If there's any snow that comes in, I think Buffalo is built for that because they have ran the ball better, which has allowed Josh Allen to throw the ball better. And Josh Allen looked really good, honestly, against Pittsburgh in the cold. And he ran the ball well, too. I mean, I think they could beat Baltimore should they go to the AFC Championship game and go to the Super Bowl against either San Francisco or Detroit, honestly. And it's not to hate on the Packers. It's just the fact that the Niners are a better team. And I think the Bills, if they play the way they have against teams like if they play the same way they did against Dallas, against Kansas City, they're going to win this game and they're going to go to the AFC Championship game in Baltimore.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game on Sunday at 6 p.m. Should be a two great offenses.
Two great quarterbacks. I mean, the last time we saw these two teams play in the playoffs, we had 3 lead changes within.
And it went overtime also.
It went to overtime. It was an absolutely incredible game. I think there was over 30 points scored in the last minute and a half of the game. And the Bills had the game won, and then Kansas City went down the field in 13 seconds. I still think that, Buffalo, it really depends on how Buffalo plays, and I think Buffalo could win the game.
But Buffalo, they look bad for a couple weeks before their hot streak.
They did, but then they got on that hot streak, which is the last 5 games of the year and won. I think the Bills can win this game, and I think they're still kind of on that hot streak. They're kind of cooling down a little bit. I still think the Bills win.
Want to know my hot take? What if the Buffalo Bills lost to Miami Dolphins? It'll be a different story this week.
Well, Buffalo would have gone to Kansas City last week and probably would have still been prepared for the cold, just wouldn't have had the snow. And Miami probably would have hosted Pittsburgh in the warmer weather, and that one would have been a closer game than what was in Buffalo.
But I have the Buffalo Bills beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I think Patrick Mahomes will finally not make the AFC Championship game since he ever got the AFL.
since 2017.
Yeah, pretty much. That's crazy.
He made the AFC Championship game every single year he's been in the NFL.
He's just like the Packers, but at least makes it to the Super Bowl at least once or twice. Right?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, sure, bud. When you didn't even make the playoffs last year, got demolished by the Lions on the last game of the year in your element. Aaron Rodgers walked off the field arm in arm with Randall Cobb. That was bullcrap. Should have shown the celebration for the Lions.
I don't care anymore. We have Jordan Love now. Everything's better. But yeah, thank you for watching. Nice having you on this week again, Bodee.
Thank you for having me, Ken Dog. Appreciate it.
Did I say Austin's pick was?
No, you did not.
Oh, Austin picked the Buffalo Bills to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Always.
And there's two agreements this week. There's surprisingly only two agreements this week. Well, three agreements because there was one you picked. Yeah, the Pack.
I have to.
They're gonna lose in San Francisco.
No.
Yeah, yes. Hey, thank you guys for watching Ken Dog Sports. Be sure to like and subscribe to him. Ken Dog, be sure to finish off this video, my friend. It's all yours.
Also, Brock Purdy has not played in over 3 weeks.
Okay, and
I'll think about it and I'll come back with it, okay? But yeah, thanks for watching again. Go Packers, go Lakers, go Tigers, go Ravens, and go Pistons. The Ravens game's going overtime. Be yourself, don't be out. Love you guys. Later. Peace.